in the Breslov tradition, what does Purim look like? So Purim would look like this. The first night, you go and you hear the Megillah. There are many people that go to Purim parties the first night already, and they're partying and they're already drinking. And that's not the way of really taking advantage of the day. The way it looks like is, again, and if you can't do it, it's also not like sometimes the night or the day, life will take you in different ways, and you try your best to do these things. And if not, it's not the end of the world, but you have to try. You try to go to sleep early the first night. Why am I going to sleep early? Because the most important time, almost of the whole year, to wake up during Hatzot is during Purim.
Before dawn.
Before dawn, for sure, before dawn.
Right.
And it's literally like, we already know that waking up for Hatzot is megawatts of incredible ratzon and a time to ask God for everything that you need. That's already, like, we know. Purim is that times 1,000 billion. The megawatts of ratzon and desire, and that you can ask God for whatever you need. It says specifically on Purim, I mentioned it again, if somebody asks you for anything on Purim, you must open up your hand and give it to him. So therefore, and that doesn't matter if you're a wicked person, you have to give him. So if I'm like that, Hashem has to help me and answer my prayers on Purim. Mm-hmm. So you wake up during the time, it's megawatt time, and that's like it's there for the taking. Anything that person needs in life is the time to wake up. There's no excuses. It's there. So I think it was, again, if you want to really go through the motions and see what time, for all of you guys that are online, I know everyone's going to say of the different hours, go look up what time. You can look it up look up Zmanim for people that want to know the times. Zmanim, Z-M-A-N-I-I-M, Zmanim. And then my Zmanim, thank you. And they'll tell you what time it's Set HaKochavim, the time that the stars come out, put 6 hours later, and that's the time that it begins. You better believe you better be waking up literally 5 minutes before that, wash your face, jump in a pool, I don't care. What do you got to do? Drink some coffee and pray your heart out with tears, if you can, to God. Whatever you need in life, whatever Am Yisrael needs in life, whatever another person needs in life. But
Sunday morning,
you can do Tikkun HaKlali.
1:26 a.m.
My Zmanim here, sorry?
Why do you have to go to sleep? Why don't you stay up?
So if we want to take it to the higher level and say that we know specifically that when a person breaks their sleep, now we're going to talk about holiness and spirituality. When you're sleeping, you're out. You're spiritually not there. When you say, I'm going to break this state, which is not easy to do, it's very hard to wake up in the middle of the night with gusto, yay, let's go. Yeah? But you do it. And then you pray to God for everything that you need in life. You finish? Look, everybody at their own level. Okay? And by the way, you have 2 hours from 1:30, 1:26, which is actually really cool if you're in Miami.
Depending how you calculate, you calculate 6 hours after.
I'm sorry.
So
Okay, so no, we don't go by Zman. We say 6 hours after Set HaKochavim. Take a look at that. What is it?
about 2:07.
2:07, guys. You hear me? If you're in Miami, 2:07, Saturday night in the morning. Wake up your husband, you and him together. And yes, where are you? Isaac, your wife said she's waking you up 2:07 a.m.
Saturday night will be a little bit.
And you wake up, get your coffee, and you pray to Hashem.
Because he said 1:26 on Saturday.
Okay, so point of the matter is like this. We'll discuss it afterwards. The point of the matter is, make the effort, wake up at that time, talk to Hashem, plead to Hashem. If you have it more within you and you want to do Tikkun HaKlali and you want to learn a little bit of Torah, the better. More you can do, the better. But the idea is that you can do that. Then you go to sleep. In Breslov, you stay up or you go back to sleep, and then you wake up to go to Netz. You daven at the right time, Netz, Minyan, sunrise. Then you're done with that. You're listening to the Megillah during that time. Then you're done with that. You start doing your mitzvahs, which is Matanot Le'Evyonim. You're doing Mishloach Manot. You get rid of all that. Then you're doing the Arizal says that a person should do the Seudah as soon as possible in the morning. That's the time we celebrate, because in the daytime, in the morning, that's when the Yeshuas happen. That's the time we celebrate. So therefore, we have already our first meal. It's specifically as soon as you can in the morning after you're done with those mitzvahs. We don't have to wait till some people do 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Hear me out. You drink and you get wasted. Rabbi Nachman that's the only holiday that Rabbi Nachman said you cannot drink. He's not for drinking. Purim, all out. No reservations. You need to really feel like you're gone. Okay? Whatever you want. I'm not ask your local rabbi. I'm not here to paskin on anything. That's up to you.
It's a man's mitzvah though to get wasted.
It's a man's mitzvah to get wasted. Are you sure?
What?
It is. Okay. Point of the matter is like this. Wait, hear me out. That kind of ask your rabbi. I'm not doing that. But what I can tell you is like this. Once you do that, if you can keep going, great. If you need to take a nap, great. A lot of times, if with your family or you're invited to something else, you can have a second meal, obviously later on.
Right.
And then some people have a meal 4 o'clock and they let it roll all the way into the nighttime, so it combines with Shushan Purim, which is the next day the Purim is being celebrated. If you can make it by then. So the point here is, the day of Purim is we spoke about Yom Kippur is Purim. It's like Purim. Purim is the holiest day of the whole year. You understand? The megawatts of prayer, it's wild. So I urge, and if I didn't say it, I would be very upset I didn't say it, make the effort to pray, wake up, do it. This should not even be a question. Yeah? I bless all of you guys.
Wow.
We should all be successful in continuing, first of all, our being close to Hashem. We should be successful in continuing to get connected to the holy words of David HaMelech, all the Tehillims that Rabbi Nachman was able to be zocheh to put together. It should literally clean up our souls, get all the tikkun and rectifications that we need. It should bring us a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, and we should be zocheh to prepare ourselves to go into Purim and make it the best Purim ever, which means that we should be able to not only pray your heart out for yourself, but put a list. Who am I praying for? Pray for other people. Remember, you pray for somebody else, you'll get answered first. Pray for Am Yisrael. Pray for Mashiach. We're so close. Pray, pray, pray. Just do it, and then don't stop. And then have fun. B'simcha and joy and music and dancing. And Rabbi Nachman also says that for Purim, it's very important. Clap your hands, dance. This is a whole class on clapping and dancing. How it mitigates, it gets rid of judgments. Like, what are you talking about? I can clap my hands and dance and get rid of judgments. That's a different chapter for a different time of Rabbi Nachman.
It's joy.
But that is a big deal. Make an effort to go somewhere, dance and sing and have a good time and enjoy yourself and be happy. Be happy the whole day. Don't get angry. Don't get upset. If things didn't go work out the way it was supposed to work out, that Michael told me to wake up at 2 and I didn't wake up until 6. Don't get upset about it. Don't get discouraged. Move on. Be happy. Be happy.
Is it specifically, like, we don't know, but just say 2 in the morning is what we should shoot for? Or what is that 6 hours? 6 hours is in the morning when you said something about 6 hours.
6 hours from the time the night, it's called Set HaKovim, when the stars come up. We'll talk about that right now. At the end, if you want me to give you a clarification, I'll give you the exact. I go by Rabbi Nachman has one shita, and then there's a different shita that tells you when halachic midnight is. It's just 6 hours after Tzedek HaKavim, period.
After three stars come out, 6 hours later.
Yeah,
that's midnight.
that's midnight. All right. Okay, guys, thank you very much for enjoying and being part of the class. And Baruch Hashem, thank you Hashem for helping me do this. And again, kol hakavod to you, Isaac Sheroniak, because your wife is she's smiling right now. There it is. She's like, hold on, wait, I gotta show you. There she is, and she's. All right. Have a good night, guys. Much love. All right, brother. Okay, guys, for here that are online, if you guys want to jump in, feel free to ask any questions. Hold on, I'm unmuting you guys here.
What if you, are just up and you didn't go to sleep?
Especially when you really get it, you know.
Say it again?
Get it.
What if you happen to be up?
Perfect, great, amazing. Go for it.
Like, break your sleep and all that?
It took, no, great.
So the 2 hour window, how much?
Why do you think that you didn't hear it?
Is it less because I didn't get it? Can you do that before?
You can do it, it's Tikkun Rachel.
So you do.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that, but it's okay, that's okay. Do Tikkun Rachel first, then do your body.
Michael,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes. Yes, Doug.
You're talking about evil people, you don't pray for them. I was in a situation with someone evil in the summer, and they did something very embarrassing and evil to me. And maybe I didn't do the wrong thing, but I prayed that she shouldn't get punished on my account. Was that the best way to handle that situation?
You pray that she shouldn't get punished?
Yeah,
That's a high level.
is that a wrong prayer?
No? No, you pray that she shouldn't get punished, like, or that person shouldn't get punished. That's you having a lot of mercy and compassion on that person.
Is there a
But
better?
Hashem is the one who controls. You don't, you're not controlling it, but you are praying for that person that they should maybe do teshuvah, they should change. And you could do that too, combine it with that.
Combine with that.
Yeah, but that wasn't very nice that you did that.
I mean, her prayer was answered, but which I couldn't believe that, but I don't know. I wasn't sure that I handled the situation the right way.
I think it was very good. If you had mercy and compassion on someone, that's very good. Period.
Thank you.
Yep.
Happy Purim.
Thank you, you too.
It's like a whole concept, you have to learn it, for Judaism. Yeah, no, like you want to know.
Hi, Michael.
Yes.
You do Tikkun on Purim night? Do you do Tikkun La and Tikkun Rachel, or you just do one of them?
Good, very good question. The answer is we do Tikkun Rachel.
And
Hold
we
on
can.
1 second.
Thank you.
Just one. Give me 1 second. I want to look something up. So, the answer is Tikkun Leah. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Tikkun La. We can sit on the chair and
Tikkun
do
Leah.
this.
Tikkun Leah.
Can we sit on the chair and do this?
I can't hear you. Say it again.
Can we sit on a chair or we sit on the ground?
You can sit on the chair. Tikkun Leah is actually chair. Rachel's on the ground. So
So we just skip the first part then on Purim
yeah,
night,
skip
right?
the first part. Exactly. Skip the first part and just do that, and then from there go straight into Hippo the dude.
Go to Hippo and do it. Okay. Thank you very much. Chag Sameach.
What's your name?
This is Ezra. I met you in Los Angeles. We were together in the party a couple of years ago. Remember? I don't
Oh,
know if you
very
remember.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We took a picture, me and you and Dan.
Oh,
Dan-
sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dan walking.
Yes, he's a big Rabbi Alkabas fan. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Every time I come to Uman, I stay with Rabbi Meir also.
Very
We went-
nice.
Yeah,
Very-
I wanted to come last year, but my mom wouldn't let me come.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you
Okay.
very much.
Well, have a wonderful Purim. B'ezrat Hashem.
Thank you. You too and your
Matzliach
family.
in all
Thank
your
you.
endeavors.
Thank you. Chag Sameach.
Sameach.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good night.
You have a good night.
Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you very much.
Thank you. No, Dov. I didn't pick on you today, Dov. Should have picked on you. I was gonna pick on you, but then I'm like, nah. I have a perfect person right now next to me. She was in the chair of. Next time, though, you're right there. Actually, that's not true. She wants to come back. She's right here. Your husband likes the city also. It's like this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. If anybody else, oh, I see here Jonathan Sassy. Whoa, that's not Jonathan Sassy, but I'm gonna call him Sassy.
Hey, Rabbi.
Hey, what's
How you doing? Happy
miss you,
Purim.
Bobby? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know we tried to make it today, but the flight was kind of delayed, and by the time we get here to Miami, it was late, so we couldn't on camera. You know, we was on the way, but it didn't work out.
Okay, all good. You're here. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
Yeah, next time. I don't know if next week, but the next time depends when we leave.
That's right.
Probably next week. We're not sure. We'll see. Anyway, happy Purim, Rabbi.
Amazing
Thank you for
Purim.
you too. Thanks a lot.
All right, brother.
Thanks for the class. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care. Sure.
Supposed to get wasted.
Why are we supposed to get wasted is the question from the audience. And the easy answer is because it's a commandment. It says you're not supposed to know the difference between
Why?
Haman and Mordechai. What?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Between Mordecai and
What I won't be able
what's his name? Haman.
What's the reasoning? And the answer, there's a concept of Ad Shelo Yada. When you're supposed to drink until a person doesn't know.
Mhm.
What does it mean that you don't know? Let's go back to the topic to talk about today regarding having consciousness and having no consciousness. Okay. Or on a higher level, passing out with no consciousness.
Okay.
The overall answer, I would say, and I'm not even gonna, I don't think I'm gonna even do it any justice because I'm trying to remember all the reasons. But on a physical level, when a person drinks and has a good time,
Right,
right? You can be number one on a high level of happiness.
right.
Purim is a day of happiness and joy. Number two, it's a day to let go. It's a day to let go and all those barriers are preventing you from being who you really want to be. And sometimes when a person drinks, right? If done properly on a healthy level, that's why again, there's also a difference between really not knowing how to drink and being a disaster
Right.
and getting angry and violent and God forbid aggressive. That's not good. Those people should not be doing that.
But if you can become less inhibited.
But if you learn how to be less inhibited in a holy way, which means really letting go and having a good time and having fun with the right context,
Right.
then you're zoch and you're able to literally drink like that. That law of Ad Shelo Yada does not belong to a person who gets angry, aggressive, and is just not a good person to be around. That's not for that person. You need to know who you are. The problem is that a lot of people don't know who they are.
So it heightens your joy.
Right. Heightens your joy.
And it's, like, isn't it what I'm thinking from the class is the confusion because you're not supposed to do it from what you know, but you're supposed to just let it, like, you don't really know in this world what's really good and what's really bad.
That's
because
good.
only Hashem
Beautiful.
knows.
There it is. There you go. Now you're learning. Now you're talking.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That could be part of the confusion.
Good. There you go.
I think it's interesting that you said about Rav Nachman is not into the concept of the alcoholism, like you were just saying, like someone getting angry and like all those things. But when it comes to Purim, he's actually very pro alcohol.
Why? But why? Because Rabbi Nachman, his main thing is he is to the T regarding Shulchan Aruch and keeping the laws. So if Shulchan Aruch says you need to do this and this and this, he's not going to be like, well, let me find a loophole why you shouldn't do this and this and this.
Right.
Sound familiar?
Right.
Let me find a heter so I don't do this. And Rabbi Nachman's like, that's exactly what you're supposed to do because there's a reasoning why you have to do that.
Like he wants someone to be drinking wine on Purim.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yes. And preferably wine,
Yeah.
drinking wine, not tequila or whatever. But then again, you can drink tequila, a lot of tequila.
So
Wine is
You right home?
but not if you're an angry alcoholic.
that's the point. And I think
The wine and
Yeah.
Go for it.
Have a good night, guys. Much love to all of you. Have an amazing Purim.
so.
God bless.
Michael.